Engelmann and Buckham have been around as a company for an incredible amount of time, and we're one of the founders of the original PPMA association. Now, I'm joined with Michael here on the stand. Now, Michael, it's so fantastic to see here at the show brands and companies that have been around for such a great amount of time. What do you think it is about the show that is so important for the industry?
Oh, tricky question. So, PPMA show is the only real machinery exhibition that we have in the UK. The mixture of importers or agents and manufacturers makes it a really good blend, I think, for customers to come to really get a cross-section of what's on offer in the UK.
Can you talk me through a little bit about the company as a general overview? Because there's lots of different, it's almost like there's lots of different things underneath the umbrella, isn't there?
Absolutely. So Engelmann Buckham's been trading for nearly 70 years now as an agency business representing overseas manufacturers of principally packaging machinery. We also have converting machinery and laboratory testing equipment within our range. But the focus for many years has been on process and packaging. Lots of trends changing over the years. At the moment, we're seeing a movement away from plastic, much more towards recyclable and biofilms. So sometimes still plastic, but as long as they're degradable and recyclable. And also a lot towards paper and cardboard.
Now, let's move down here and let's have a little look at this, because there is a huge movement towards recycling, towards, like you were saying, less plastic. But it seems as though the industry as a whole, and not every industry, is having to take slight baby steps, because there's so much development and there's so much change that needs to happen that it actually just can't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight to become like this, and it's not going to change overnight. But small changes rapidly do make a big difference, and this is one small change that could move is 100% moving in the right direction. Yeah,
absolutely. So pouches have had a bit of a turbulent time. A few years ago, pouches were the favourite packaging format because the carbon footprint of a pouch is much, much smaller than a bottle or a glass jar or a tin can. So there was a lot of growth there. For the last 18 months, since the Blue Planet 2 episodes, plastic has been, people have been looking for alternatives to plastic and plastic reduction. The Daisy pouch has come about as part of that drive because, as you say, things don't change overnight. And packaging, plastic still has a lot of very valuable uses in packaging. The Daisy pouch here, we say Daisy pouch, is actually the stand cap pouch from Volpac. Daisy happens to be one of the customers that has really bought into it and is a disruptor in the market. It's taken a household product in the US that has been completely refreshed with the packaging format that uses a lot less plastic than the previous format, which was a large plastic tub.
And also much more usable as well, because actually you can just pass it around and pop the top back on and put it back in the fridge, and there's less mess, less waste.
It's a very clean pack, so no contamination of the product, no cross-contamination. When you have a tub, you're spooning product out of it. Similarly for a jam or a peanut butter or something, where you're putting the knife back in, particularly with people with food allergies, celiacs, for example. You don't want knives that have been spread on toast and bread going back into a jar that might be picked up by somebody else. So with the pouch, it has a membrane valve in the pouch, so it's a very clean cut-off and a no-spill pack.
And I suppose this is cross-industry as well, so you could then transfer into the cosmetic industry. You know, as a woman, I do have, annoyingly, quite a lot of shampoos and conditioners and bits and pieces that actually could reduce the carbon footprint by using these packets.
Very much so. And also volume of waste, which is becoming a very big issue. Waste collections are getting smaller, bins are getting smaller, or waste collections are less frequent, and so packaging that is completely flat when it's empty is a big bonus.
And also, you'd be able to roll it down and squeeze out that last little bit, which just annoys me when I can't get it. Actually, I'm being turned round to this. I quite like it. Michael, thank you so much. It's great to meet you, and good luck with the new product. Cheers.
Thank you very much.